Story time, it's my favorite time, spending time reading with you. Welcome to another story time with GamGam. Let's see what we have for today. Welcome to Story Time with GamGam, and today I have an interesting story to you, the unexpected love story of Alfred, Fiddleduckling. This story was written by Timothy Basil Ehring. The unexpected love story of Alfred, Fiddleduckling. Captain Alfred was sailing home on his little boat. There were new ducks for his farm nestled safe inside his fiddle case, a precious gift for his wife. It was a beautiful duck egg that was very close to hatching. A duckling born in my fiddle case must be named Alfred Fiddleduckling, Captain Alfred said with a giggle. You're going to be a very special little duckling, Captain Alfred told the egg, but something unexpected was coming. It was a storm, a big one. A sudden and mighty gale whipped the seas into a raging fury. After an endless hour of howling wind and tossing seas, there was silence. No waves, no wind. A blanket of fog covered everything. Hidden in the whiteness, as thick as pea soup, sat a little cottage overlooking the bay. On the porch stood a gentle lady in a gray wool coat. Tears of worry dropped from her cheek into the mist. Yet far offshore, deep in the fog, alone and drifting, the egg cracked. No one was there to hug little Alfred when he stumbled out of his shell. But there was an object floating not far away in the waves. Alfred quacked. The object did not quack back. Alfred swam up to it, and it did not reach out to him. But Alfred embraced the object with all of his heart, and he caressed it so it wouldn't feel as lonely as he did. Then something unexpectedly. The object made the most beautiful sound Alfred had ever heard. Alfred loved the object, and by the sound of its beautiful music, the object loved Alfred too. They drifted through the fog over wave after wave, playing together until, bump, Alfred felt something touch his feet. They had landed at a very mysterious place. Alfred had the object closed. Don't be afraid, he said. And in a few moments, a soft, comforting sound began again. The sounds drifted on through the foggy reeds until they reached the very keen ears of a beast that was lurking in the tall grasses. The beast's heart pounded. How unexpected. He wanted to follow those sounds. He charged through the fog and found them. Drool dripped from the beast's jaw. He leaned in even closer. Alfred trembled with fear, and his music became fast and wild. The huge beast lifted his front paws high into the air until it was standing tall on its hind feet, and then, suddenly, that old beast started to dance. Captain Alfred's lost dog had longed for the sounds of his master's fiddle. He, too, had been very lonely. Now, in just the twinkle of an eye, the duckling and the dog were best buddies. Being lost with a friend was much better than being lost alone. Sadly, though, lost was lost. As the hours stretched by, the friends grew cold, wet, helpless. The tiny, quivering music left in the object was not enough to boost their spirits. But that tiny sound was enough to excite the ears of a gentle lady wearing the gray wool coat, who was praying for her husband, her dog, and the new ducks for their farm to return home safely. She ran through the fog, straight towards the sound of Alfred's fiddle. Tears of happiness streamed from her eyes when she saw her beloved doggie. Then she marveled at the beautiful duckling, his magical fiddle playing. "Please don't stop," she said. "Don't ever stop playing your wonderful music. You're a very special duckling." Alfred felt more joy at these strangely familiar words than it ever felt in his body before. It's no surprise that the most joyous sounds of all bounced from his fiddle. But you see, those sounds were a surprise, a very unexpected surprise to someone else. And you can guess what will happen if Alfred Fiddleduckling just keeps on playing. The end. Did you notice how Alfred, the captain of the boat, was on the raft, floating, listening to the sound of Alfred Fiddleduckling playing the fiddle to bring him home? Isn't it awesome how music can bring us all together? I hope you enjoyed the story. Have a great day. I love you.